Good morning students. Today we will start our new topic, that is the thermodynamics. In this case, you all are familiar that chemical reactions or during physical reactions, energy is changed either in the form of heat or in the form of light or in the form of work. These all are the different forms of energy which are interconvertible to each other. All the different forms of energy are collectively studied under the heading of thermodynamics. Thermodynamics is the branch of chemistry that deals with the different forms of energy. And the relationship between them. Beta, these different forms of energy are interrelated to each other. One form of energy converted into another form of energy. In your lower class, you will study one law of thermodynamics, that is the first law of thermodynamics. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Rather, it changes from one form to another. That means different form of energy can't be created or not to be destroyed, but one form of energy can change into another form of energy. This thermodynamic, it explains us the different forms of energy and what are the relationship between these type of energy and how energy will convert from one form to another. All the things is studied under the heading of thermodynamics. What are the importance of thermodynamics? Why we study the thermodynamics? What are the importance of thermodynamics? First importance, beta, it will give us the information whether the reaction take place or not. It will give us information whether the reaction take place or not. Maybe reaction take place or may not be take place. That can be explained by thermodynamics. Next, one more, that why we study the thermodynamics. Another aspect, beta, it will give us information about the extent of reaction take place before equilibrium. When we do some reversible reaction, a time is come where equilibrium between reactant and product is maintained. This thermodynamics help us to find the extent of reaction to be take place before equilibrium. Before attaining the equilibrium, extent of reaction will take place. First, it will give us information about feasibility of reaction. Whether the reaction is possible or not. Second, beta, it will give us information about the extent of reaction to be completed before attaining the equilibrium. Equilibrium is attained only in the reversible reaction, not in the irreversible reaction. And this thermodynamic help us to find some laws like distribution law or law of chemical equilibrium, etc. That means our third importance of thermodynamic is thermodynamic help us to find or derive some laws. For example, law of distribution, law of chemical equilibrium, Ostwald dilution law, all these laws will be find out with the help of thermodynamics. Now, these are the importance of thermodynamics. What are the limitations of thermodynamics? What are limitations? First and main limitation is it will give us information about the feasibility of reaction, whether the reaction take place or not, but do not give information about the rate of reaction. Beta, it do not give information about the speed of reaction, whether the reaction is fast, slow or moderate. It will give us information only about the feasibility of the reaction, but does not give about the rate of reaction. It does not tell us anything about the rate of reaction. Beta, thermodynamics belongs to initial and final state of the reaction. What are the conditions before the process will take place, and when whole the reactant change into product, what are the conditions? These are the initial and final state. Thermodynamics related to initial and final state. Of reaction. That means thermodynamics relate to the properties of reactant and product only, but it does not relate how these properties will change from reactant to product. That means it relates to initial and final state of the reaction, but it does not relate to the path of the reaction from which initial state change into final state. It related to the initial and final state of the reaction only, not with the path from which changes take place. Beta, thermodynamics give us information about different forms of energy. It will give us information about how the energy change. It will give us information about the initial and final state, but does not give information about that how the energy change from one form to another, how initial and final states will be come. It do not give information about that. Now, with these importance and limitations, we move on the basic concepts of the thermodynamics, that is the important terms related to the thermodynamics. First one, beta, system and surrounding. System and surrounding. According to science or according to thermodynamics, we divide our universe only into two parts. We divide our universe only into two parts. One part is system, other part is surrounding. One is system, other is surrounding. System is the part of universe under which some process take place, or under which some observations take place, or you can say system is the part of universe for some thermodynamic processes has been going on. System is the part of universe under observation. What are the conditions at that time? And remaining part of universe is known as surrounding. Beta, universe made up of two parts, system plus surrounding. System is the part of universe under which some processes take place, under some observation, where some work is going on, some changes will take place, and remaining portion of the universe is known as surrounding. Remaining portion of the universe is known as surrounding. Suppose this room as a whole is universe, the area where you will read or I will teach. This small area is known as system, and remaining portion is surrounding. If surrounding has loud sound, if surrounding has loud sound. Its system goes properly? Answer is no. Surrounding is peace. The work done in the system is going on peacefully and regular. Clear? System and surrounding both collectively together to give universe. System is only the small area, small portion where some work is going on, some changes take place, and remaining portion is known as surrounding. Now system is again divided into three parts. System is again divided into three parts. First one, open system. Second one, closed system. And third one is the isolated system. Third one is the isolated system. Beta, open system. Open system is the system in which both energy and matter both can exchange between system and surrounding. Open system is the system in which both energy and matter can exchange between system and surrounding. Both energy and matter both can change from system to surrounding or surrounding to system. That depends upon the temperature. Suppose we use an example of a hot cup of tea. This cup is filled with hot tea. When it remains open in the area, beta, heat will change. This cup act as system and remaining portion is surrounding. Heat will going on and this tea become cool after some time up to room temperature, not ice cool, up to room temperature, and you will see some steam moving out. That means water vapor moving out from cup of tea. That means matter and energy both can exchange from system to surrounding. Better this cup act as system and remaining portion is known as surrounding. Heat energy and matter both can exchange from system to surrounding. Another, better you have a glass of cold water. A glass of cold water. This glass of cold water acts as system and remaining portion is surrounding. When a glass of hot water is put on a table in a room, after some time you will see temperature of water start to be rise. Water temperature start to be rise. That means the glass of water absorb heat from the surrounding and some water droplets coming at the outer wall of this glass. That means the water vapors present in surrounding lose their energy on the wall of glass. This energy is absorbed by water and water vapors change into liquid water. That means both matter and energy both can exchange from surrounding to system. Beta, heat energy comes out, matter comes out from surrounding. So we can say in open system both energy and matter can exchange between system and surrounding, from system to surrounding or surrounding to system. This is known as open system. This is known as open system. Now closed system. Beta, in case of closed system, In case of closed system, only energy can exchange between system and surrounding but not matter. Only energy can exchange. But not matter. Only energy can exchange. Beta, suppose we have a cup of hot tea. Put on a table and covered by a lid. Covered by a lid. Water vapors or steam does not move out, but our tea or coffee become cool up to room temperature after some time. That means energy of this system is higher, surrounding is less. Only energy moves out from system to surrounding. Only energy moves out but not matter. This is known as closed system. Beta, only energy can exchange between system and surrounding is known as closed system. In case of isolated system, neither energy nor matter can exchange. Beta, neither energy nor matter can exchange between system and surrounding. Beta, you see thermos flask, hot case, camper, all are the example of isolated system, but they have a limited time, 14 hour, 18 hour, 24 hour, not more than that. In this case, our system is enclosed in another jacket. That jacket is insulated jacket, which neither allow the energy to moves out or moves in from system to surrounding or surrounding to system. This is known as insulated jacket. Which do not allow the energy will exchange between system and surrounding, and due to closed nature, matter also not moves out. Neither energy nor matter can exchange between system and surrounding. This system is known as isolated system. Because this system is known as isolated system. Now, another important definition: state of system and state variable. State of system and state variable. Beta, state of system means conditions of the system where some process is going on. Temperature, pressure, volume, density, all are the conditions. The conditions of the system under which some process is going on. These conditions are known as state of system. And state variable? State variable means changes. Conditions are changed when the process is going on. Initial state, final state. Initial condition, final condition. When you start some process, temperature is T1. After the process, temperature change from T1 to T2. Physical state will change from solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Volume will change by applying pressure. Pressure will also change. All these, the condition of the reaction or process is known as state of the system, and when these conditions will change with the change in process or by the process is going on, that is known as state variable. That is known as state variable. Now state function. Beta, what is state function and path function? Another third third important definition, state function and path function. Beta, a system is said to be in state function of physical conditions. It's said to be state function when it explains only initial and final states of the process. A physical quantity is said to be state function if its value depends only upon the state of the system. When the value depends only upon the states of the system, that is the initial state and final state of the system. A physical quantity is said to be state function when its value depends upon initial and final state of the process, does not depend upon the path by which state change from initial to final. That is known as state function. Now path function. Path function, a physical quantity is said to be path function. A physical quantity is said to be path function if its value depends upon the path by which initial state change into final state or final state change into initial state. Initial state change into final state or final state change into initial state. That is known as path function. That is known as path function. Now macroscopic properties. Better now macroscopic properties. Macroscopic properties are those properties which explain the state of the system or bulk, whole of the system. Suppose our system is gas. Those conditions which explain whole about the gas, not for the single molecule of the gas. For suppose our system is liquid or solid. Those conditions which explain complete system, complete solid or complete liquid, not for the single atom. Not for the single atom. That is known as macroscopic properties. These macroscopic properties are again of two types: extensive properties and intensive properties. Beta, extensive properties are those properties, those conditions which depends upon the amount of substance, which depends upon the amount or number of moles of the substance, does not depend upon the quality, that depend upon quantity. Extensive property depends upon quantity of the substance, that are known as extensive property like mass, volume, density, etc. But intensive properties that depends upon the quality, does not depend upon the amount or quantity, it depends upon quality like temperature, pressure, boiling point, melting point, etc. Another one is the thermodynamic process. Another one is the thermodynamic processes. Beta, maybe you see the word isothermal written elsewhere in your book. Isobaric. These are the terms used in thermodynamic process. First one, isothermal. Iso means same, therm means temperature. When temperature remain constant throughout the process, when process or system change from initial state to final state, temperature remain constant. the temperature remain constant throughout the process. Throughout the process is known as isothermal. Beta, maybe boys know. At constant temperature, pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other. Temperature remain constant throughout the process, isothermal. Next, isobaric. Isobaric. Bar is the unit of pressure. Beta, BAR, bar is the unit of pressure. That means pressure remains constant throughout the process. These processes are known as isobaric. Isochoric. Isochoric means volume remain constant throughout the process. When volume remain constant throughout the process, that process is known as isobaric. Now adiabatic. Adiabatic. Adiabatic processes are those processes in which heat remain constant. In which heat remain constant throughout the process is known as adiabatic. That is known as adiabatic. Thank you, beta. These are all important terms related to the thermodynamics. Thank you.